So what happens when you mix Vegas showmanship on the yard sale from hell and a dude that screams of shadows? You get Zak Bagans Haunted Museum. It's the Disneyland of cursed objects. But instead of cursed items and demonic objects, you run the risk of getting hexed by a box from eBay. Come on down to Zak Bagans Haunted Museum, where fear is real and the refunds are imaginary. Only $49.99 per curse. Zak Bagans is arguably the most famous ghost hunter alive. The man has built his career on tight t-shirts and black hair dye, night vision cameras and screaming in basements at his own shadow. But his crown jewel in this empire of lies is his haunted museum. A sprawling collection of supposedly cursed items, haunted dolls, and objects that are darker than the fact that this guy wears sunglasses indoors. It's kind of become a pilgrimage site for fans of the paranormal. People are literally flying to Las Vegas, they skip the casinos, and instead they pay to be jump scared by mannequins and cursed chairs. But here's the question. Is this really a collection of supernatural artifacts? Or is it just a really expensive Spirit of Halloween store? At the centre of the museum is the cursed Dybbuk Box, the star attraction, which Zak claims to be the most haunted object in the world. It's got its own room, spooky lighting, and a story straight out of a horror movie. Except, plot twist, it is straight out of a horror movie. The Dybbuk Box legend comes from an eBay listing back in 2003. And I've covered this before. I've even made my own Dybbuk Box. It's still on the shelf over there. I even made all the items that go in there. Vials of blood and hair locks that cut off a doll. But this seller, they spun this spooky tale about a cabinet possessed by a Jewish demon. It was bought and it was resold a few times, and it eventually in 2012 became a movie starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan, everybody's favourite guy.
Pissing our pants yet? Gonna be pee-pee pants city here real soon.
This kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
That movie was called The Possession. It's okay. But there's a fly in the ointment, there's a bit of a kicker. The original creator of the story later admitted to the hoax. He made the whole thing up. Total hoax. No demon, no curse. He just straight up made the whole thing up. It was apparently just a creative writing exercise that spiraled wildly out of control. But despite all of this information coming out, Zak Bagans is still proudly displaying this thing in his museum, completely ignoring the actual story of this object. I mean, there was only supposed to be one. There's loads of them. I've got one. He sells it like it's the Ark of the Covenant. But it's more like a Facebook marketplace, but with some bad vibes and juju attached. But even they're just a story. Plenty of guests have gone to this museum and claimed to have had some paranormal experiences. Fainting, nausea, mysterious scratches. Warning, may experience nausea, fainting, or crippling regret from the ticket price. Apparently people sign waivers before entering, which feels less like historically accurate haunted tour and more like a escape room with legal protection. A lot of skeptics and guests at the location have actually come forward to say that these reactions may be less curses and more psychology. For example, you're primed to expect something scary. Look at the design of the place. Look at who owns the place. The lighting is oppressive. The air circulation is questionable. The heat is apparently unbearable.
Burn, motherfucker!
Oh yeah, and you've just paid money to think that you're in danger. Last year the drama ramped up a bit because people were coming forward saying that they were feeling like they were manipulated into believing that they were cursed. Some even saying that they were pressured to go along with the theatrics. Even some staff members have come forward speaking out, but we can't really verify that they actually work. There's never been concrete proof that they work there. But when entertainment crosses into convincing people that they're actually in danger, it stops being fun and seems more like exploitation. And that's the heart of the controversy, really, and why I'm sticking my nose in. Is Zak Bagans just giving people what they want? Some spooky fun and some Vegas flair? Or is he exploiting belief in the paranormal for profit? Think about it. The Dybbuk Box is a known hoax, yet he still markets it as real. He frames the museum as some sort of paranormal hotspot, not just a haunted house attraction. People walk away from there feeling like they've been cursed. They have been cursed by the extortionate fee to go through the door. It's one thing to sell a horror experience. It's another to blur the line so much that people can't tell if it's real or if it's fake. And Zak Bagans, well, he lives in that grey area. He's thrived on living in that grey area. And why? Because it makes him money. And his haunted museum, it isn't unique. They're all over the UK. They're all over the United States. Humans have always been fascinated by cursed objects, from the Egyptian tombs and the pyramids to the Annabelle doll. But in most cases, these stories are folklore, fun, or in the case of Annabelle, an outright lie. Zak Bagans Museum, however, sort of frames itself as both entertainment and genuine danger. And that's the problem. His showmanship is shown as some sort of authenticity. Imagine if Ripley's Believe It or Not claimed that every shrunken head and every Fijian mermaid was 100% real. No questions asked. Well, that's what's happening at the Zak Bagans Museum. So what is Zak Bagans Haunted Museum? On one hand, to some people, it's brilliant entertainment. It's creepy, it's theatrical, it's a must-go place for fans of ghost hunting TV. But on the other hand, it tiptoes into exploitation by selling hoaxes. A manufactured fear is sold as very real danger. But maybe that's the ultimate trick, that the museum itself is the cursed object. Not because it's cursed, but because it keeps draining money from skeptics and believers alike. So yes, you can pay to get cursed by Zak Bagans' Dybbuk Box. Or you could just stub your toe on the way out of the gift shop. Either way, you're walking out of there with bad vibes. So what do you think? Is Zak Bagans just giving people the spooky entertainment that they want? What they are paying for? Or is it a giant con wrapped up in a very tight black t-shirt? And don't worry, this video isn't cursed unless you forget to like, comment and subscribe. So please do let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
When you feel it coming down, the beetle goes around the need a roar. Can I get a roar? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roar. Can I get a roar? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a beetle in every line. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar? You can get a roar. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. Roar! You can get a roar. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Weirdo's got your back, and just like that, you get a roar.